Hello and welcome back to the Zurich Classic of New Orleans. We're picking up on the first hole. Let's get going. And let's see what he can do here today. That's a good-looking shot there. TPC Louisiana is a very interesting golf course made on some pretty flat land, Rich.
Absolutely, and this hole shows you exactly what to expect. Second shot to a very tiny green. Tiny greens dotting this entire layout. Hit one close here, and you can expect to make a birdie.
Yes, anytime you can find the green and have a putt, you'll take it. Lining up the birdie putt here. Oh, so close. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Yeah, he's been prowling around this one. It's 11 foot out. Oh, that was such a good stroke.
Solid par putt, that.
Nothing wrong with an opening par, just easing their way into this round.
Rich, if you missed a birdie opportunity at the first, you've certainly got one here at the second.
Yes, par 5 is pretty much just straight away. You got to avoid those bunkers down the left-hand side. For those players laying up, you got to lay it up shy of the big bunker down the right-hand side. This green sits ever so slightly above the fairway, and again, they're just not that big of targets. It really is a cool golf course designed by Pete Dye.
Rich, New Orleans, or should I say New Orleans? How good is it here to be on the bayou? This is a special week. It's a great eating week and a real festival atmosphere.
It is, and it's hosted on a golf course that provides plenty of fireworks as well. What a cool design this is. It's wide open off the tee, but then the greens are minuscule in size, and they have these little runoff areas where it doesn't look like you're going to be in much trouble, but you start missing a couple of greens in a row, and you start getting these head scratching. Well, do I bump it in there? Do I flop it on the green? Do I take it low, high, medium, bump it into the... I mean, you have so many different ways of playing shots around these greens that you can outthink yourself. And I think that's what happens with a lot of these players, is that usually you have one option when you miss the green. Here, you got a whole lot of them. So this golf course grabs your attention, especially around the greens, which makes it quite difficult for a lot of these players.
And here we are with their fourth. Oh, Rich, how good is that? And that'll promote a good move up the standings. And it's time to recap that play.
Yeah, they were looking at an up and down, but just down.
Currently 1 under for the day.
And after that good play, moving up the leaderboard.
The third hole is a long par 3 measuring 230 yards.
Be careful of the wind here. You can't always feel it, as those trees on the left sometimes block it out. Missing it right is an obvious no-no, but missing it left is no guaranteed of an up and down either. The green slopes away pretty severely over there.
Yeah, that one will play. What have they got in front of them here, Henny?
He's looking at around 14 foot, I'd say. This is what they have left for birdie here.
Go on, get in the hole. And that will drop in for a birdie.
Back-to-back birdies moving the right direction there, Luke.
Solid play finds that player moving up the leaderboard after that hole. TPC Louisiana might be known as a birdie fest. However, you're going to find plenty of challenges, including the par 4 fourth.
How can bunkers that are so minuscule be so agonizing? That's exactly what these are down the left-hand side of the fourth hole. You avoid those, and you get a good look at the green for your second shot that gently works away from the player.
Yeah, a quality shot from him. He'll be pleased.
Would need to make a long putt to secure a birdie.
Well, this would be a bonus. This is a very long putt. Remember, there's two important parts of a putt. Line and length. Too much length on that one. A par putt on the table. That wasn't your best effort, was it? Well, Rich, you think they can make this one?
Look, I got to say, I'm really not liking their chances here, but you never know. Stranger things have happened.
Oh, that's a ripper. And let's have another look at that one.
They got their putting boots on here. Look at how this ball rolls end to end. Thing of beauty.
John, what's going on out there?
I'm over here following Tony Finau. We're on the 5th.
Nice judge's speed. Okay, let's get back to the action. Rich, the 5th is a shortish par 4 by today's standards, but still enough there to mess with your ball.
Players want to move the tee shot from right to left on this hole because there's some trees on the tee box that'll kind of force you that direction, so driver may not be the play. The second shot, however, that's where it gets interesting. This green absolutely belongs in a skate park. This has more humps and bumps and wobbles in it. It is a very cool design.
Now that looked pretty good the whole way. Trying to get to 2 under with this putt. That's disappointing. A good opportunity here, just 6 feet to the hole. Yeah, we'll take that. Currently 1 under for the tournament. The 6 is a tremendous par 4. Plenty of golf hole, this one.
Water all the way down the left-hand side, so that's going to shove your tee shot out to the right, which make that second shot so much longer. Not much to this green. It's fairly flat, but finding it in 2, well, that's a tall order.
Nicely done.
From around 180 yards out.
Downwind on this shot.
Going with the 7. This one might need to get down a little. Getting ready to play their 3rd. Wonderful shot. And that will take him to 2 under.
Oh, what a shot that was. Why don't we revisit the magic?
This one was a great chip in. I could watch this all day.
John, give us an update. What's shaking?
Well, you're just in time for Tony Finau's next shot here on the 5th.
Trailing by 7 after that hole. The 7th provides a great opportunity if you can get a good driveway. This par 5's a lovely hole.
There are two menacing bunkers on this hole. The far one, the one right in the middle of the fairway, it looks like a zit from the back tee box. That is not the place to be.
And what are we looking at here, Henny?
Our wind's just going to knock the ball down. It's straight at the back.
Well, it looks like they tried to be bold there, Rich, but it didn't quite work out for them.
Not too sure what happened there. That's a very uncharacteristic mistake. Let's go to our man John on the ground. There's something brewing down there. Let's find out what it is.
Well, I'm on the 8th hole now. This is Tony Finau's next shot.
Let's get back to it, shall we? This would be a great up and down from this spot. Didn't that look good for a long time? He has this putt to save his par. Not a bad line, this. Now, nice to make a mid-range par putt. Currently, a couple under for the event. The 8th is a short par 4, Rich, and modern players are starting to try to drive this green.
They are, although I don't quite see it that way. It's such an easy second shot if you just lay it up short of those fairway bunkers down the left-hand side. You're not going to have much more than a flip sand wedge, gap wedge maybe, to a green that once again has a lot of movement to it.
John, what's going on? Talk to us, Goose.
Hey guys, I'm over here on the 9th. This is Tony Finau's next shot.
And here we are with the 3rd shot. Oh, I thought that one was going in. This putt is of 9 feet. Nice stroke. Well holed. Now 7 shots behind after that. The front 9 finishes in a unique style, a par 3 of 210 yards length.
This is actually a par 3 on the card, but most players look at it as a par 4 because there is nothing simple about this hole. If you bail out to the right, you're going to fall off into a low area where it's nearly impossible to chip it up close without taking a risk. So most players are just resigned to making 4 and moving on.
This is a par putt. This one's dialed in. Yeah, good putt. Well holed. So far, so good, but it's only early days, Rich, in this rivalry.
Up early on their rival, which is exactly where you want to be, but a lot of golf still to go until the end of the tournament.
Time for the 2nd shot at the 10th. Well, this one's right at the pin. Wow, what a shot. Well, these are good putts to make. Good for momentum, right on 7 feet.
Their short game has been very impressive. They've been really sharp today.
I don't mind the look of this. John, you're down there. What's happening?
I'm down here on the 11th hole as Tony Finau gets ready to hit.
That's inside the range, and that will take him to 1 under. The par 5 11th, very gettable if, Rich, you can avoid that monster tree about 100 yards out.
Exactly. Tee shots, once again, you're throwing it between a couple of bunkers, but the second shot, There's a tree about 75 yards short of this green, and you've got to figure out a way around it. Do you draw it around it? Do you hit a fade around it? What do you do? No easy task for any of these players. Green sits above the player just a little bit, and again, has a lot of movement on it.
Well, that's showcasing their power there, Rich.
Using the big muscles to get it home in 2 there.
Trying to get to 5 under with this putt.
Fantastic play so far, setting this up for the eagle.
This is on a great line.
That's frustrating. Oh, this will be good for the momentum. Let's make this birdie putt. Well, nicely done. Holds the putt for back-to-back birdies. And with that, he'll move to 4 under par. Well, the 12th is certainly one of the stronger holes on the back 9. This par 4 measuring just under 500 yards.
You want to try and hug the left-hand side as best you can to shorten up the hole as much as you can, but still avoid that bunker if at all possible. Second shot, the green up there sits a little bit caddy cornered to the players, so working the golf ball in there for left to right for your second shot would be the play.
That was wonderfully done.
John, give us a small update.
I'm just down on the 13th hole now, guys. Tony Finau's just getting ready for his next shot.
Okay, time to return to the action. And this putt is for birdie 3 on the scorecard. That was a gallant attempt. 6 feet remaining to the cup. Well, that'll maintain the momentum. Nice par putt. Tiger Woods back in his familiar spot, currently in top spot. Rich, the 13th is a short par 4, but a really good one, depending on how much you want to take off.
There's really no real reason to go right at the green, Luke, with the tee shot, even if you have the power to get there, because you just can't stop it on the green. If anything, you want to hit it out to the right, where your next shot is going straight up the green. This is a very flat green, but is perched well above the fairway. It's a wonderful birdie opportunity.
Yeah, this is lovely.
Yeah, that'll work. That's fine.
Putting for birdie. Okay, steady now. 9 feet to the cup. Good looking putt. Look who's stalking us all on top of the leaderboard. It's Tiger Woods. Well, for all the opportunities 13 provides you, you don't get too many here at the par 3 14th. It's a beast.
As easy of a birdie opportunity as the 13th was, 14, yeah, not so much here. Even though the green is quite large in size, it's difficult to hit with a long iron.
Wow, that almost went in the hole. What's in front of them, Henny?
He's got to be careful this doesn't get away from him here. This is downhill.
Ouch, that hurts. Putting for bogey here. Nice little putt to hole, that one. Let's head over to the 15th hole, shall we? And after that effort, that's how it looks. Well, that's a shame. That'll drop them down the standings, that's for sure. Oh, that is bombed. Penny, what have they got in front of them here?
Setting up here from about 155.
That one should find the surface.
Oh, my.
Man, oh man, from way downtown, hits the flag.
Putting for birdie here.
This looks good. Always good to lead the bounce back category. That's a good stat. And that will take him to 4 under. Our current leader is enjoying a one-shot lead. Rich, just 3 holes to go here at TPC Louisiana, and what a finish it is. A great short 4 at 16.
Luke, this is something special here. You can go for it if you want, but you better be mindful of that water up and around the green. Just lay it up out to the left, and you shouldn't have anything more than a pitching wedge to this minuscule green.
Okay, let's get back to it, shall we?
Setting up in the first cut here.
Any bounce to the left here would be helpful. Left yourself an opportunity. This is one of those lengthy putts. Good one just to get close.
He's staring down a birdie putt here.
Oh, just missed the birdie. That's a shame. Trailing by 8 strokes now after that hole. The par 3 17th requires a really strong tee shot, doesn't it, Rich?
That it does. Again, a very difficult par 3 with water all the way down the left-hand side. Just bail out to the right as best you can and rely on your short game to make that par.
Sadly, this one will make a splash.
Henny, how's that ball lying?
He's eyeing this up and he's pleased with what he's seeing. This is sitting nicely.
Hope it gets a good kick to the left. Yeah, well played. This putt is about 19 feet in distance. Oh, just missed. Oh dear, this next putt now for double bogey. Well, that hole's behind us. More to play. Currently a couple under for the round.
Unfortunately, backing up slowly but surely on that leaderboard, Luke.
Lovely effort that. Playing this shot from about 230 yards out.
Went straight down.
Looks like they've got the 5-wood. Looks like that one left some meat on the bone, Beamer. Might be nice to make this one. This one's for eagle. Don't want to state the obvious, Rich, but a little too hard, that one.
Not too sure exactly what they were thinking on that one.
A birdie putt awaits. The game can be frustrating, can't it? Just a tiny putt is all that remains.
Gets that one to go down, and that'll end the day's work. Okay, so after the first round, this player will be pleased with their work, but what do they need to do to be impressed?
Well, they need to limit the mistakes because the competition out here is way too good for them to going out there and producing just an okay round of golf like they did today.
UK Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is delighted to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup.
We're at the Zurich Classic of New Orleans. Today's coverage is about to begin. Pleased you could join us for this second round action. I'm Luke Elvey with Rich Beam here as we keep an eye on this player who's been trailing in the tournament but has a real opportunity today.
They do. They need to get out there, though, and start firing at some flags. They've been playing very conservative all week long, and you can't continue to do that with any hopes of winning. You have to go ahead and start trying to take advantage of the conditions. Hit it close a few more times. And until they start doing that, I don't see them catching the leaders.
Big day coming up. Can't wait to see how it unfolds, Rich. This should be an absolute beauty. Well, that's a lovely approach and sets up a birdie opportunity here at the first. Just didn't drop. Okay, Henny, what's he looking at with this putt?
Setting up this putt 9 feet from the cup.
Ooh, right by the hole. Just 3 feet to go to the hole. Don't miss this. They can be costly. Not sure if they understood the lie of the land there, Rich. Here's their 6th shot. Ooh, that almost went down. Feet left to the hole. UK Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Wells Fargo Championship is about to begin. Pleased you could join us for this first-round action. I'm Luke Elvey, alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and it's a hello to Henny Koyak down on the course, following our featured group.
Hey Luke and Rich, I'm looking forward to treading the fairways again with these two because they were absolute fire the first time round, and I have a feeling that after their exchanges on social media, it'll be even more spicy out here.
Well, I'm certainly looking forward to following along with these two. This is a rivalry that could be one for the ages. Can't wait to see what sort of excitement they generate. Getting ready to play their third. Well, I hope he makes this one. It's for par.
This one's tracking.
Well, that's a no-fuss par to get the round underway, Rich.
Very nice par indeed. Very solid hole play.
Let's see what happens here on the second hole. Not bad. What kind of shot are they facing here, Henny?
This whole location for him, well, it's about 185 yards out.
Looks to have chosen the 7-iron.
Well, usually Tony Finau is the tall order, but after that shot, I think beating it and getting inside it is the new tall order. What an approach.
This one's looking good. And that will drop in for birdie. And let's have a look at Tony Finau.
He's 2 strokes behind his rival this week.
What's in front of them, Henny, with this putt?
Straight back up this hill. Can be firm here.
Yeah, that's a common fault in putting. Pulled it slightly. And how did that shot impact the score? Let's have a look at the leaderboard. Teeing off here at the third hole. And this shot from about 150 yards out. Going with the pitching wedge here. Should find the green here. That's right out of the copybooks. Exquisite.
That would be back-to-back birdies for this player.
What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Setting up this putt 27 feet from the cup.
And back to the play, shall we? 7 feet to the cup.
All right, guys. This for 2 birdies in a row. Looking good so far.
Well, look who's getting on a roll now. That's back-to-back birdies.
2 in a row there, Luke. Getting their groove on.
And now striding onto the tee of this par 3 hole.